If you or a loved one are struggling with type 2 diabetes, you should visit the link in the description below. This clinically proven, drug-free program lowers blood sugar to a normal level and can completely reverse type 2 diabetes within just a few weeks. Here's today's video.
The question, how can I prevent diabetes mellitus which is present in my family heredity? Answer by Tiny Nair. The world's highest prevalence of diabetes is among native Pima Indians living in Arizona. Roughly 40% of them are diabetic. Obviously a play of bad genes. Recently scientists discovered that Pima Indians did not originally belong to Arizona. Hundreds of years back they lived in the mountainous regions of northern Mexico called Sierra Madre, from where they migrated. Scientists trekked to those remote areas in Mexico and located them and took blood samples and established that both Pimas are descendant of the same genetic clan. Route of migration of Pimas. The Pimas in Mexico did hard manual work as farmers. Pima in Mexico, male. Pima in Mexico, female. But those who migrated to US, their next generations got exposed formal education as well as to modern lifestyle including fast food, smoking, mechanized transport and as a consequence, lack of exercise. Pima Indians in Arizona, USA. Look at the article on diabetes care. The incidence of diabetes among Pima Mexicans and Pima Americans are shown in the graph below. While the Mexican Pima had a diabetes incidence of 5 to 8%, the Pima Indians in Arizona had 35 to 40% diabetics in their population. Despite same genes, any genetic pattern need to express as a phenotype, depends on the environment. Even in families where there is a strong history of diabetes, regular exercise, diet control and maintenance of ideal body might prevent expression of diabetes to a large extent. This is especially true in diabetes, hypertension and cardiac disease which is not monogenic, single gene defect. You cannot change your parents but you can certainly alter the expression of your genes. Answer by Sheikh Button Kashif. Dr. Tiny Nair has already given an elaborate view of how things work. That is an excellent answer. I would like to add some points. Hope this helps. Answer by Krishna Kumari Hala. I already did, at least till now. According to recent research and doctors here, there are several angles to diabetes development. Despite the fact that pancreas is the focus in diabetes, there are three more important players: the liver, the muscle mass and the fat, adipose tissue. The increase in blood sugar results from the increase in glucose output from the liver, while the muscle and fat refuse to accept and take it up. Cure, remission of diabetes is defined as HbA1c remaining less than 6.5 for 2 months in the absence of diabetic medications. The direct trial, published recently in Lancet, show that people who continue to take a low-calorie diet, less than 850 kcal/day, had a 46% chance of diabetes remission compared to 4% in the control group. http://www.thelancet.com/journal 1733,102-1/full text. This is different. The sustained glycemic control as long as low-calorie diet was maintained, showing that there are more complex mechanisms involving fat metabolism. It is hypothesized that there is upregulation of some genes, ZFP516, which can convert white adipocytes, fat cells, to brown ones and change the whole metabolic milieu. Studies have shown that there is total change of metabolic activation on restriction of calorie, including reduction of triacylglycerol in liver, less fatty liver, and less hepatic glucose output. New research with sonic hedgehog gene, volume responsive anion channels (VRAG), channels that regulate adipocyte size, and the ZFP516 alteration might make it possible for us to take as much as fat as we want and still remain thin. Hedgehog signaling via Li2 prevents obesity induced by high fat T. So calorie restriction has been recognized as an active control mechanism of diabetes. And this is my personal experience. My mother, both my grandmothers, my only and younger sister, all my uncles and aunties, both paternal and maternal, my cousins who are all related to me genetically have diabetes. I know I am genetically predisposed to diabetes. So I tried to avoid it by controlling my eating habits and with calorie restriction, the right food and good exercise. Till now I have evaded diabetes. And I hope to do so in the future too. Recent research shows I am right in my approach. This is a good example of how scientific knowledge helps you in real-life situations.